wow.
It's part of the footage, dude.
56. That's what his short shirt says.
Straight man.
56 push-ups, man.
He said that was snow shirt too. Oh wow.
Yes, Lord.
Here we are in the beautiful Iao Valley,
Inspired one over here.
bringing this love to the whole world. We got the crew at the Radiance Center.
Aloha. Shalom.
Okay.
Let's do this.
Can we see his home?
Come on in, Jimmy.
There we go.
Yeah?
We're
Thank
all in?
you.
All right.
Are we ready?
Ready whenever.
Hi.
Ready as we'll ever be.
Aloha. Welcome so much to our conversations with friends. I'm so glad you came. And I'm really grateful to these men because we've been trying to schedule this to come to Iao Valley, which is probably one of the most powerful sacred places on the planet. We've been trying to do this 3 times and it fell apart every time. And so here we are together. Thank you. The reason I have gathered these amazing men is because they're part of our community. And very often when people come to visit, they say the thing that inspires them the most is the way these men take care of each other. And I am so grateful for that, and I am not pretending that it is easy. We've been practicing for 2.5 years, surrendering. These men have practiced not being competitive or pushing against each other, and yet, my God, there have been good fights. Some of them came really close to or were physical. Some of them got cleared. No, all of them got cleared, but now we're in the middle of some new arguments. And so I think it's perfect that we're doing this today because I have no idea whether or not they're going to tell you how lovely it is to be together or they're going to explain how difficult it is, and yet these men still do it. So my question for all of you is, how did you learn, how did you decide maybe to be this kind to each other, to be with each other and surrender into making everybody right? Because that's what's so important, that we don't choose sides, we just know that we're all so different. And we come with different wiring and different childhood experiences, but for some reason these men have decided to make it work. So, talk to me, King. I'm ready. Yeah?
Speak loud, too. Have at it, my friend. Just speak loud.
Okay. Yeah, I feel that it's really important to learn how to live in new ways. If you would like to show up for it and learn how that's possible. Learning how to live close together and also find our space and balance and equanimity in all of it. And also finding the equality and the load that we all share, the weight that we carry in the community. I feel really very important so that we can all lead and share from our hearts and learn these ways to be in harmony with each each other. And the land, which provides us with everything we need. So yeah, I'm honored to be able to show up and learn and love and walk and breathe and love. Malama from the inside out.
Introduce yourself.
Oh, my name is Rala. I've been on Hawaii since 2015. Here, just loving the land, learning to live in love and to labor of love in community as well. Thank you guys. Aloha.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I want to say that one of the mottos of the Radiance Center is to be living proof that there's a different way to live. And you guys are so committed to doing that. So thank you. Who else?
Being living proof of a different way to live is...
This is David.
I'm David.
Shirtless
Kalika.
Dave.
Shirtless Dave. It's an honor to be living in this community, to be a part of the Radiant Ones, and be a part of the Radiance Center. Every day we wake, I speak for myself, we're spreading love, and even when it's hard, we still have the courage to love one another, even in the midst of that. And that's one of my favorite things about our community, is that we've been able to go through some hardship, but even in the midst of it,
Yeah.
can still love one another and not take the love away. And it's not been easy always. It's not always easy. Challenges are some of the best things in our growth. So it's not like we look forward to it, but it also is a big part of our evolution.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
use it.
Yeah, and so it feels
Yeah.
good to be able to sit with what makes us uncomfortable and still show up, even though you're uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And I really cherish that all the men in this community have done that and continue to do that. And it's truly an honor to learn from Spirit and all she's taught us over the years, many years, and all the different places. It's one of those things where we don't really have a, how do I say, it's not even, I can only want to categorize it because it's so magical. But it's yeah, it's a great honor, and I wouldn't rather be doing anything else in my life. And this is the greatest service, spreading unconditional love, that I feel like I'm here to do. And with the Radiance Center, it just was such an effortless connection between me and Spirit, and I found out that's what she's doing, and I'm like, well, that sounds like what I want to be a part of. And the service started with that, and just staying in service and staying in that unconditional love and spreading it, not only when we're at the Radiance Center, but when we travel and around our islands and the world. And so it's a blessed gift to be able to share it with people from around the world, like it's you people listening on YouTube, and also being able to share it through our music, through our pilgrimages, our prayers, and in our everyday interactions. I love all of the men here so much. It's truly an honor, and just I've cried with them, I've bled with them, sweat, and I'm here for the long run. I'm grateful. And Spirit has literally been one of the most compassionate angels in the world, dealing with us in our midst of chaos.
Yeah, I don't make you wrong. I don't take the love away.
And that's all we've ever really needed to.
Yeah, it's not like we teach how to do this. It just happens in this energy. And I want to say that another of our mottos is that we practice permaculture. And we practice permaculture of the land, permaculture of the heart, permaculture of the spirit, permaculture of the mind, so that we all are in balance at every level, and none of those is more important than the other. Who else? Do you know how lucky I am?
We feel the same.
Yeah, lucky we are.
Yeah, we feel the exact same way.
Speak, my loves.
I feel called, my name is Cody, I feel called to say a few things. One is first
in gratitude for our family, for our ohana, for what we get to do and the way we get to live and where we get to live it right now. We're in one of the most beautiful places ever, and it feels so right and so of God that we are here together. And
sacred.
It's
isn't
sacred, yes.
Yeah.
And I just want to give thanks for this moment as we've all learned how to embrace each other and embrace not each other in a way that's I will love you if you love me in this way or that way. It's just I will love you and I will embrace all that you are with the love that I am. And that's what I find myself and I find all of us committed to. And I'm so honored to be a part of that. I'm so grateful that I have been so fortunate, so blessed to have come to this place with you all where I've learned how to be me. On your door,
Yeah.
it has a sign that says it was from you that I learned to be me. And I feel that for all of you that I'm getting to know who I am by being with you all and seeing these reflections and receiving these reflections and utilizing them to bring out the fullest of myself. And I'm so grateful for all those who have held space in my process, because my process has been a beautiful one. And
I didn't know that was what you were gonna say.
It's been good. It's been really beautiful and challenging and enriching. It's enriched my life. It's not been easy, of course. They say the best things in life aren't easy. And maybe to some degree that's true, because as I've grown through this, I've gotten to see that what so many people in this life long for, we live in.
Wow.
We live with family who care about us. We live with people who love us. We live with people who wish the best for us, who wish to see us rise into our fullest self. And I'm grateful for that. So grateful for that. And the last thing that I also feel called to share about is choice, and how each one of us choose this every single day.
Yeah.
And how even in the midst of challenges and the seriousness of the human experience, seeming seriousness at least, we still choose this love, we still choose each other, we still choose to be the best version of ourselves that we can be. And because not only do we know it, but we have other people who know it as well. And that's such a gift. But that power of choice truly comes down to each one of us, every moment of every day. And I feel so honored to live with those who are choosing this, as it's made that choice that much easier for me.
Thank you. Okay, this is...
My name's Dylan, and I want to echo everything my brothers have said, express gratitude for being here in Iao, and for having the opportunity to share this way and to represent true family, true love, and to be a reflection of one another. And yeah, I feel blessed to have come into a community that we inspire each other and we uplift each other.
Challenge
And,
each other.
yeah. And just the way we work together, whether it be music or farming or in the kitchen. I just came out of an incredible season of solitude, and it's brought so much attention to my spirit of how much I love to be with people that cherish me and see me. And yeah, it's an honor to live here. I love all of you.
so grateful to continue to live and prosper together and to inspire the people around us and be strong together. And
It is so amazing to watch you men, even just at a dinner or whatever, just start telling each other what you love about each other. Do you know how rare that is? How precious that is?
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and I guess one of my favorite, what's coming to mind is just the way we make fun out of any circumstance, whether it be challenging or we're supporting a friend where we might not have that much energy left or we're drained, but we just freestyle the whole time and just encourage and just make it playful and fun and even mundane errands and
All of it's a freestyle.
just like walking across Dave's room early in the morning and he'll no matter what, he can't even see you and he's like, I love you. You just hear the footsteps. So just being in a place where the love is so palpable and tangible. And mahalo ke kua for this brotherhood, this family, this life. And thank you, Spirit, for calling this forth and inviting us to share in this way. Yeah,
Thank you.
so grateful.
And this is
I'm Tobias, or Toby. My family calls me Toby, but my first name is Tobias. I just want you all to know, and I want viewers to know that I came to this community by a miracle. And, I was on Big Island years ago. Left from a volcano that was on Big Island. And I went to Utah for a couple years. And I knew in my heart that one day I would get back home to my home. And out of a divine orchestration, I had a friend tell me that he needed to come use my family land on Oahu to store a truck that he was buying. I'm like, all right, I'll be there in a couple. He's like, do you want to stay on my couch for a week? And so I bought a round trip ticket from Maui to Oahu to Utah for 1 week. And then I was introduced to Spirit. And she welcomed me with open arms to allow the gift of my song to come from my heart.
oh wow. The gift of your heart comes from your heart too.
The
Yeah.
gift of your heart to come from your songs.
The gift from your song came in the kitchen that one night.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah. Wow.
Remember that?
Pre-Jackie's song.
Ho'oponopono.
So are you finished? Or do you want to say more? And then
I-
I'll ask another question.
I was just blessed to be able to share my heart song for so long, and I was able to open my heart, and I was able to spend time with these incredible reflections to help me see me more in a beautiful way. Cody is so loving and so spiritual and so deep. And that depth I admire every day. I look out the window and I see these beautiful brothers and just I can feel their presence and I'm like, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm getting to their level of surrender and joy.
And you had it in you before. There'd just never been a safe place for it.
That's how you even recognize it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
And Dylan's so authentically himself. He's so pure in his freedom to just be himself. And I get to grow from that. I get to exercise that in the reflection of being with him.
Wow.
And Dave, he's the master of play. No matter what we're doing, whether it's work, whether we're actually playing, it's always got to be a game and some fun.
I watched you guys working today and just leaping and playing. It's so cool. Wow.
Joy and Rala is always from the heart.
Always present. I love
Always,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
In the surrender of the presence of the heart. And I'm so honored to be able to have these reflections in a miracle that I've been able to share in my growth. So thank you, Radiant Ones. I love you so much for the growth that I've been given from your beautiful love and reflections.
And here's my question, which is, what has been the hardest for you? What do you wish you had known how to do better in terms of honoring the men in your life? What are you changing still? Hard question.
Difficult conversations.
Yes, okay, say more.
Things that you might not want to talk about, but they're like in your face, so you kind of have to.
Yeah.
And that's probably the most, it's not the most difficult, but it feels the worst in my body probably. But it's not actually that hard. It's just talking. It's actually not that hard. Like, there's way harder things, but it maybe it's not the most exciting. And it's a
Or
little,
pleasant.
yeah, and it's also though a balance of knowing when it's
Yes,
time to have that
timing.
conversation.
Yes,
Yeah.
timing is so much.
And that's a good learning thing, lesson for myself as well.
So what are you still practicing? What are you still becoming in terms
Well,
of being with these men?
so many things. It's hard to just say one. Unconditional love at the core is what I'm practicing like daily, but that's the fun.
Well,
Unconditional love, it comes with the hardships and all the fun glories of everyone being in love most of the time.
yeah.
And that's probably the beauty of it, is that it teaches you that unconditional love is not just fairies and rainbows all the time.
Yes.
Sometimes it's
So good.
it's the
Yeah.
dark night of the soul. Sometimes that's the unconditional love. And just to have people who have a higher purpose that we all agree on
Yeah.
is, for me, all I could ever ask for in a community and a family. And
Yeah.
having that higher purpose, that higher spiritual purpose that we all know that's what we're going towards, is what allows us to break down, be me, whatever may happen, be your worst self, but then people still know that higher purpose, that mission statement is what we're here to do. And that's what makes it really so worthwhile for me. Just knowing that we're all
Yes.
sincerely going for the same goal, and with our team looking in that same sight of unconditional love, it makes it even on the hard days worth it.
And that we are attempting, I'll just speak for me too, we're attempting to be both spiritual and very grounded,
I hope.
very human. Yeah,
Balance between masculine and feminine.
yes, exactly.
100% human, 100% divine, simultaneously.
Yes, exactly. How about you, Ron?
Will you take the first question?
What has been the hard part? What are you still learning about loving these men?
I feel like I'm still learning a lot. Seeing everyone as a reflection, as water. That's what mostly.
Oh, wow.
Looking at like that, I'm learning everything I need to learn as long as I can pay attention.
Ooh. Good.
And also, again, I feel like this is a basic one, a book that I feel really helps how to learn to live in community. It's the Core Agreements. Those are to not take things personally. That's a
Good one.
big
Yeah.
one. Because when we are in our process, and even if we just sometimes can over exaggerate or put our energy, project our energy on others, and then
Yeah.
they can feel like they did something wrong, and it just creates this whole traumatic thing that didn't need to happen.
Yeah.
Where we could also just look within and understand where is this coming from, and what is the root cause of this in myself.
Yeah.
So that we
Because
don't
it's
place
always
blame.
us.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's one, and then always do our best, no matter what. Just show up and do our best wherever we are, emotionally, physically,
Yeah.
and then don't make assumptions, which really helps with more clear communication.
Yeah.
Instead of assuming like, oh, that's everyone's food, for example. Maybe just ask, for just this one really easy example, but it could be anything.
Assuming people think some way or another.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Exactly. And then the last one says, don't take anything personally, don't make assumptions, always do your best. And the last one is,
Be impeccable with your word.
yeah. So if I agree to a project, I want to honor that for myself and of course for the harmony of my word in the community. If I say that I'm going to show up at a certain time and I'm going to be there, it's up to me to do that, and that will make it more peaceful for everyone.
Thank you.
So, yeah, that's what it
Thank
said.
you. You know,
Beautiful reflection.
I was watching I was part of a very difficult conversation between some of you guys a few days ago. And what I was watching is that we want other people to think like we do and come from the same wavelength. And that what you were all struggling to learn, and I was so impressed, was that a person can have totally different priorities, totally different way of expressing their love or their commitment, and we have to recognize that that's still love. And that's all I think for people.
Yeah, that actually it kind of sounded like you knew what I was about to talk about for a moment.
Almost always, yeah.
And that's the hardest thing for me. The hardest thing that's been for me. I change it because I feel it's shifting now. But my ability to see from the other person's perspective in the middle of my need to be taken care of.
Yeah.
When I'm feeling like I need to be taken care of, and how can I do that for myself, it's been a challenge, and I feel that I've arisen to this challenge in the most recent times to see from not just my perspective, but from the perspective of all those who are involved, and maybe even perspectives outside of that even as well.
Yeah.
But truly allowing for the grace of all things that are happening within this moment, not just what's happening for me. And I sense myself softening into the fact,
Great word.
into the knowing that in every single moment we all are two things. In every single moment we all are needing that sensitive, caring gentility that the child is looking for within us. The child within us is looking for that in each moment, to be reassured that things are still safe, that we are still that we do still belong. And at the same time, I kind of forgot what I was going to say, but it feels like rising into this knowing that we're all always receiving everything that we actually need in this moment, even if it may be going against what we think we need or what it is we hoped we were about to receive or anything like that. We are receiving exactly what will be utilized best for our individual development, our soul's journey, if you will. And
Beautiful.
each moment, especially the hard moments, is it's fuel for this process that's unfolding within each one of us, and remembering that as this process is unfolding in me, it's definitely unfolding within each and every one of you as well. And
Lovely.
that recognition has allowed me to embrace the challenges that I've been given with a much more softer presence.
That soft is so important to come back to. Yeah. Good. Okay, who else?
I've been challenged by allowing each person to be perfectly, exactly who they are, authentically, while also playing my role and like being the puzzle pieces of the whole picture,
Yeah.
and not needing to change anybody,
Right.
letting them express what they need to express, and letting go of so much shame and guilt and judgment and fear, just by allowing all of us to be who we are. And then getting to witness us come together in that way has been one of the greatest gifts of my life. But yeah, it's still challenging for me, and I love that the spaces of solitude help me find my own voice and my own intentions and my own purity in order to witness other people with a clear lens.
Yeah, and doesn't it have something to do with not having your happiness depend on, or your sense of self depend on whether or not people agree with you or understand who you are?
Yeah, the people pleaser is dying off in me.
Good.
Yeah.
I like that.
But true service, true devotion is emerging, where it's not based on someone else taking advantage of me, but where my passion truly is and what lights me up. You've always encouraged us, you know, to experience what lights us up, and to not even pursue that, but just to be that. So, yeah, thank you.
My pleasure. Okay. Bye.
Spirit, I want to share an experience that I had with you that I'm
Okay,
seeing
we can
myself.
pretend I'm male, but anyway.
Well, it's the example of
Uh-huh.
of living in community.
Yeah.
Is
Example of love.
when anyone says something that triggers inside of you, or me in this case, that I get the honor and privilege to recognize that that's my experience.
Oh, that's nice. Yes. Uh-huh. And not have to suddenly make yourself feel better, and at the same time not hold on to a reaction that's no longer serving you.
Right.
Yeah.
But the emotion that I am having was simply dislodged from inside me. And I'm so grateful for the dislodgement in the trigger that I have had in that moment.
Yeah.
So I could nurture that part of me.
Yeah.
We're all walking each other on.
Oh, that's
Teaching
lovely.
each other how to love ourselves.
And choose
Yeah.
Just by willingness to see the reflection in ourselves through others.
Thank
choose love no matter what.
you. So my last question, and I would like your answer to be short because we could be running out of being able to film. But what do you love about yourself as a male? It's not easy to be a male in this culture. Not easy at all, and most of you weren't taught kindness and self-love and strength and power, testosterone. And so what do you love about yourself, sweethearts, in a short answer?
I'll go first.
Oh, good.
Here we go.
I love being a safe space, and I love being positive natures of being a man and just being together, and especially farming. I love, I love being a safe space. I feel like in this time, it's important for, especially being a white man. I feel like there's a lot of pain and trauma and sadness, and I get to be the representation of healing and forgiveness and the truth of what a man can
Wow.
be.
Yeah, I really resonate with that and echo that. And I feel like the biggest thing that I love about myself as a man has been the ability to alchemize the pain, the trauma, and the stigmas of being a white man, being a man in general, and these older ways that so many of our ancestors walked through and carried such a weight from.
Yes.
I feel that this has been my life to alchemize all of that, and so not just my children, but all of our children can know a life of peace and freedom and unity, togetherness. And I feel that I've been so blessed to be called upon in that way as a man for all of the men in this world. And I feel that I am able to do that through the combination of masculine and feminine within me. The
Nice.
softness that I have embraced these very jagged edges with, and like the river water, smooth them, consistently smoothing them into something that can be held in the hand, near the heart, and really felt. And so I'm really loving the capacity that I hold within me to alchemize any situation and to bring light into any place of darkness with love.
And you have been so willing to go to your darkness. And therefore the lyrics, the music that comes out of you expresses that so exquisitely. So thank you for that. Yeah. Who else loves being a man?
Something that we love about ourselves.
Yeah. Being a
Specifically
man.
about being a man. If whatever.
I really love about this embodiment is that at an early age I got to learn how to find my peace in my center in the midst of chaos.
Oh, wow.
And that I can carry that gift with me.
Good. Yeah.
So I feel like I've also learned how to organize energy no matter the task
Yeah.
and just find where everything fits and put it
Yeah.
in that place.
And you're good at it.
And I love that.
Yeah. And that
In
makes
the picture
you...
of in the dictionary, there's a picture of Rala for community. He's just like got coconuts, like.
And I would just say that knowing who you are as a man makes you a really good mate to a woman. So thank you for that.
Hallelujah.
I love you. Who else?
I would love to echo
Everything.
everybody. Dylan, Cody, both of your reflections hit it so perfectly. Rala as well. So I just want to first, resonate with that and echo that, and adding to it. I think one of the first thing that organically popped up when you asked the question is my dedication.
Oh, that's true.
If there's something I am setting my sights on for my family or whatever it may be, I will give my life to that. And in a loving, in
Yeah,
not like
in a
not in a martyr
sacrificial.
type of way,
Yeah, good.
but in a very dedicated, devoted. I won't stop until it's achieved. And
Often at 10 o'clock at night.
yeah,
You won't stop till
I'm
it's
out there
achieved.
watering at
I know.
nighttime. I'm doing whatever needs to be done when it needs to be done.
Yeah,
Because
I love that.
yeah, it's just something I really love about myself, and I guess it just organically came. And yeah, I love my dedication, and when I feel inspired to accomplish something, it feels like nothing can stop it, and I love
It's
that about myself.
Thank you. I love.
Hi. As a man, there's a role that seems to be to be a man, to be tough, to go work, the provider.
Mm-hmm.
Everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't show your emotions. Don't be emotional.
Don't have needs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't ever be weak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't cry. And I think I admire so much about myself, despite what I've gone through, is my longingness and my consistency to constantly be vulnerable in love
Yeah.
and wanting that.
Yeah.
Wanting
That
that
makes
more and
perfect
more.
sense. Oh,
Mm.
so I just want to say in closing that men need to be heroes. They're hardwired to need to be heroes. And if they're not feeling like a hero, they can tend to get mean or, bitter or whatever. But you guys are my heroes in the best sense of the word. So thank you. You're so welcome. We are so done.
Love you all.
Love
Thanks for
you.
tuning in.
You have changed the world. Do you get that? You guys have changed the world by doing it.
Welcome.